everybody. It's Angie Rupert, founder of Rupert Law. We handle exclusively E-2 and E-1 visas, so no matter what treaty country you're from or in what state you want to be, we can help. So before we get started, please take a moment to like and subscribe, push the bell, all the things. Please forward to a friend or family member if you feel it's useful. We do hope that you do find it useful. Now let's get started. So today I want to talk a little bit about buying a franchise in order to pursue the E-2 visa. Okay, so it's common. Yes. Have we done it? Of course. Have people been approved? Yes. Is it more approvable than just buying your own business or starting a business? No, not necessarily. You still have to meet all of the E-2 visa requirements. Okay, so those are the main questions. But today I want to talk a little bit about some of the things you may not know about buying a franchise and pursuing the E-2 visa. So first of all, be sure that whatever franchise you fall madly in love with accepts E-2 visa applicants. Some do not. Okay, so that's your first question. If you think, oh, I'd really love to speak with Angie about this E-2, and I've already picked out the franchise, but I haven't talked to the franchisor yet, that would stop right where you're at. Talk to the franchisor, let them know that you'd be applying for an E-2 visa in order to run this business. And if they say, great, then give me a call. If they say, yeah, we don't allow that, find another franchise. Okay, that's step number one. If you found a franchise that you love and they love you and they are super excited to have an E-2 visa applicant as an owner, then great. The next thing to consider is getting the business to what they call real and operational, right? That is a requirement for E-2 visas. That's the name of the requirement. That's what they expect, that the business is real and operational. Right? So real, probably okay. We can show that, right? Oh, there are, 1,700 of these franchises around the world or 300 of them in the US alone or what have you. But what about operational, right? What about operational? So just keep that in mind. Are you going to be operating before you get this visa? Now, not that you will be working. You can't work until you get the E-2 visa, but you would have employees doing the work. You would have maybe clients set up to do work once you do get the visa, something like that. So check with that because that's a really important part of the visa, right? Some people say, oh, as long as you've got the franchise agreement. No, really, the requirement is real and operational. So ask about that. Will I be able to, or will this business with my U.S. employees be able to take on clients or customers before I get this visa? Or will we be able to set up clients and customers so the moment I get this visa, they're able to be serviced? That would be something to ask. In addition, of course, all of the franchise requirements regarding the space. So if you are buying an existing franchise that already has a space, this isn't a concern. Or if you're buying a service-based franchise, right? That where clients aren't really coming to you, you're going to clients or customers, right? Something where it's lawn care, something at their home, roof repair, window installation, mobile car detailing, things like that, where you and your employees are going to the customers or clients, that's not really a concern. But what about where clients or customers are coming to the business? The franchise will usually have a laundry list of requirements as far as the space goes, not only the location, but the look, the things that must be there, that type of thing. And if you're starting a new franchise that has that list, all of those things have to be done before you can apply. So that may add some to the time and to the expense of getting this business started. So keep that in mind, okay? In addition, can you get the licensing and permits you need before you go to that E-2 visa interview, right? So sometimes you have a business that doesn't really need a lot of licensing or permits. Maybe it just needs the tax license for the city or that type of thing. But in some instances, you may need specific licenses and permits. Are you going to be able to get them before you go to the interview? This is a really important question for the franchisor as well, because that's one of the other types of documents that we put in what we call the real and operational category. This business has a location, has every license and permit needed in order to get started, has U.S. employees plus customers and clients servicing those employees, or sorry, Plus, customers and clients being serviced by those U.S. employees before the applicant is able to get their visa, right? So keep those things in mind. Those are going to be incredibly helpful for you through the E-2 visa process. If you have a franchise you're madly in love with and you've already spoken to them and they are madly in love with you as well, and you have more questions about the E-2 visa as it pertains to the franchise you're interested in, give us a call anytime. We'd love to speak with you about your E-2 visa.